Everyone thought Meena Devi was the perfect mother. She was the kind of woman people respected, widowed young, yet strong, raising her only son Raghav with discipline, love, and pride. In their quiet village in northern India, she was known for her devotion to tradition, her sharp mind, and the way she never let grief dim her light. But no one, not even her son, knew the storm that was brewing beneath her composed exterior. Because Meena Devi had a secret. One that would eventually stain her home with blood and leave an entire community asking, how could a mother do this? Raghav was 28, married, and considered a good man. He worked hard, cared for his mother, and had married a girl named Suman through a traditional arranged marriage. It was a peaceful life, or so it seemed. The trouble began subtly. First, Meena started going out more often, giving vague reasons about visiting temples or relatives. Then came the whispers. Neighbors noticing her riding on the back of a motorcycle with a man who wasn't her son. When Raghav asked about it, she brushed it off with a laugh. But things didn't add up. Meena had begun dressing differently, wearing brighter colors, putting on lipstick, checking her phone with a nervous smile. Raghav felt it in his bones, something was wrong. One day, he followed her. She boarded a bus to the next town. There, he watched from a distance as she met a man at a quiet roadside tea stall. The man turned around, and Raghav's world stopped. It was Devendra Singh. His father-in-law. Suman's father. Raghav couldn't believe what he was seeing. Devendra was supposed to be a respected schoolteacher, a widower himself. He was family. But there he was, holding Meena's hand, laughing with her, his fingers brushing her cheek like a lover, not a friend, not a relative, but something far more disturbing. At first, Raghav told himself it had to be a mistake. Maybe it was a misunderstanding. Maybe it was innocent. But when he returned home, he couldn't shake the images from his mind. He tried confronting his mother, but she denied everything. When he asked his wife Suman if she noticed anything strange, she went pale. Slowly, she confessed, yes, she had noticed her father calling Meena often. Yes, he visited even when there was no reason. She had even overheard strange conversations when they thought no one was listening. The truth was undeniable now. Raghav stopped sleeping. He began spiraling, his mind consumed by images of betrayal. His mother. The woman who raised him. And that man, the father of his wife. Two people who should have protected the dignity of the family were indulging in something that crossed every boundary of shame. It wasn't just infidelity. It was humiliation. In their culture, such a scandal could ruin lives. It wasn't just about personal feelings, it was about family name, pride, community honor. The thought of people laughing behind his back, of his mother being called names, of Suman's silent suffering, it twisted inside him until there was nothing left but rage. The murder wasn't planned. Not in the traditional sense. It was an explosion waiting to happen. On a blistering May afternoon, Meena returned home from yet another secret meeting. She placed her handbag down, humming to herself. Raghav was already in the kitchen, his face unreadable. She greeted him casually, but he didn't respond. He asked her again, calmly at first, if what he suspected was true. This time, perhaps feeling the guilt press against her chest, she didn't deny it. She said she was sorry. That she had been lonely. That she had found comfort. That she never meant to hurt anyone. And that's when everything went black. Raghav grabbed the heavy iron pestle from the kitchen counter. Without a word, he swung. The first blow landed on her shoulder. The second cracked across her temple. The third, he didn't even remember. Blood splattered the walls. Meena fell to the floor, twitching, gasping, and then still. He stood over her, chest heaving, sweat pouring down his face. Her blood soaked into the floor beneath his feet. And then, silence. No screams. No attempts to run. He washed his hands, walked to the police station a few miles away, and turned himself in. The constables were stunned. When they asked him why he did it, he answered in a voice so calm, it chilled the room. She forgot she was a mother before she became a woman. The story exploded across news channels and social media. People were divided. Some called Raghav a cold-blooded killer. Others saw him as a victim of unimaginable emotional betrayal. Mina's secret affair with her son's father-in-law was the kind of scandal no one would believe, except it happened. Devendra Singh was questioned by police but not charged. He denied everything, saying the relationship was emotional, not physical, and that Mina had become obsessed. His family disowned him. Suman filed for divorce and vanished from public view. Raghav was sentenced to life in prison, and he accepted it without protest. He never cried in court. Never apologized. Just sat quietly. Maybe because the damage had already been done. Not just the murder, but the rot that started long before, the lies, the betrayal, the silence. In the end, it wasn't just Mina who died. It was a whole family, broken by one forbidden desire. If you want more real-life crime stories that shake you to your core, like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell. We're just getting started.